Well, then, I believe that means we are streaming. I'm so glad you guys already dropped the likes on here. Awesome, amazing. You guys are fantastic. Let's keep that going. Let's keep that amazing. That's me talking. I don't want to... Yeah. How's everyone doing? We're doing fine. We're doing fantastic. Fantastic, even. Demkeys! Machine! What's going on? So sorry if I'm a little out of it. I have this screaming headache, and it's from listening to my own voice. I'm joking. Anyone who wants to review, type 1. Yep. Just one of those. Look at that. He's got that row your boat thing going on. Bring you in for a review. Another one? Another one. Another one. All right. Let's go to the channel. All right, so the banner is starting to look a little interesting. I do like it. I'm not. I don't have any. I have a couple things I want to talk to you about it. Of course, you know. Hey, Mesk, what's going on? So, of course, you know it's going to be the usual. I'm going to talk to you about something. Likeable Gaming. What up? Yeah. So I just want to say, as I'm looking at the banner, it's really good, but I feel like some of the characters on it are stretched out. If you didn't notice, the Sonic himself right here, even though he's a pretty cool dude, he's actually stretched a little. The other thing I want to say is with the characters on here, I'm pretty sure we'll be able to draw the conclusion of what we're planning to view here. But the only thing that I want to say is your banner seems a little misleading to what you do. Hey, of course I remember you, King Josh. What's going on? Hey, me, Mr. Me. Yeah. Yo, Jesse Tattoo, what up? You have to go to bed now early. Well, you have a good night. Or anyways, the only reason I say that about your banner is it seems a little misleading is mainly due to the fact that most of the stuff that I've seen on your channel has all been slot machine related gaming stuff. So the only thing I want to say is I see something like that, I'm kind of half expecting you to actually play those games. But the other thing I want to say is you don't need to put other people's names, other companies' name, other names of anything on your banner because it's too distracting from your name. Keep it Retro Arcade Machine because you got Super Mario, Sega Mega Drive Classics, Sonic, Power Drifter, Alter Beast, Street Fighter 2, Donkey Kong, Indiana Jones, something Explosion. So you don't need all that extra. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Working on a headache or trying to work off a headache. I took some medicine before I got on here. I don't know why. It's been bothering me all day. Maybe it's because I don't hydrate enough. It might be a good reason. But that would be my only comment on the banner. Is like I like the idea. I just feel like I'm not sure exactly if that's what you do on here is play these games because as I said, after seeing your channel so many times, I have never seen you play these games. Amiga games on schedule. Man. All right. Funland Arcade Tour. Let's see. What else? Also, I think I've mentioned this before, but I feel like your channel trailer doesn't really focus too much on your channel, but more so your giveaways. So make sure you get that up to date now, too, as well. I know you guys can't hear it. I'm not actually playing it right now. I remembered it from last time. Hydrate myself. Do I play Fortnite? Yes, I do, and I love every moment of it. It's wonderfully frustrating and puppy punching. I had a moment today I was really upset about, and had I been me from like 8 years ago, my mouse wouldn't exist. But since I've grown accustomed to being let down from video games, I just turn it off and walk away. It's what we do. Haven't had a chance for a channel trailer. I understand. You do a lot of stuff. I mean, you post a lot within a few days. So, what do you want me to go over today? I'm just curious about that. Since I saw the new banner, I do like it, but it's just I always come up across with some questions. Made 6 videos of it. I haven't done 1 video of it on my channel, but it is a lot of fun. I mean, like. There's some positives to it, a lot of negatives to it, but I feel like there's more positives that weigh it out. You deleted your old why? Why'd you delete your old videos, Mask? Also, Retro, it's the end of the season for slot machines in the UK, so till Easter, so video games till then. Okay, but what do you want me to go over on your channel right now? Thumbnails, gotcha. All right, so let's go. Let's slide on over to your thumbnails. Now they're starting to look a little bit more legible. I think these are like the default. What's the word? This headache's bothering me. These are like the default transitions, the color schemes that I noticed that Photoshop has. I'm glad you're exploring through it, which is great because it sort of gives me an idea you're trying, which is great. I would have to say they're looking okay. The only issue I have is there's so much going on in the background of this. It's very hard to read any of the stuff in the foreground. So either darken it or put like some sort of separated or divided thing that would trying to make your thumbnails better. Well, I hope so. Everyone's got to start somewhere, dude. Well, I mean, like I know you've been doing this for a while, but I mean, like I hope your thumbnails are getting better. But as I was saying, these thumbnails are good. It's just I feel like it's hard to see. And on top of that, they're also not different. This is the same as this is the same as this. And all it is you just change the number. So you still got to change up the actual thumbnail. You just go the Amiga A to Z of games, the A to Z of games part 1. Are you focusing on the letter A or are you focusing on the letter B? Maybe be more specific on what games you're playing. Those would be things. Okay, how do I show my schedule to my viewers? Well, you can first start by putting it in your About section. That would be the key place to put it, is in your About section. And always remind them every now and then when you're doing a live stream, like, hey, guess what, guys? I got my schedule going on. Or you could make a vlog video stating your schedule is going to be. Or when you go to make a new channel trailer, you can put your schedule there. So scheduling is actually very important. Actually, Jesse, I got a few things, and we're gonna focus on next week for you. But I got a few submissions, and I'm gonna get we'll talk about that in a little bit. But no, that's this is where you would put your About section. I had it all as a part of B, but C, but I changed it all yesterday. Why would you change it? But the other thing I want to say is when you're covering certain games, like I would assume you're doing it. So if you're covering the A games, maybe put the A games as the background instead of just the stack of Commodore and Amiga games. Those would be that would probably separate the thumbnails up a bit more. So just things to think about. And I like the use of the green because it pops, but the Commodore and the Amiga logo just tend to blend. Also, if you're gonna put wording in like this, try not to use rainbow coloring because for some reason it just matches in with everything. And also try to keep your stuff a little more centered. That's just like you got this centered here, but again, the thumbnails really didn't change between them, or this one, 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 or this one. But I like that you have them centered. Centered just looks a little more clean. All right. Not the name or profile picture. What? I would submit mine, but I don't feel like it. Okay. That's fine. All right. So, if that is all that I could look over for you today, I was glad to have assisted in any way, my good sir. I hope you take some of the advice, and also I would revisit this banner just a little bit. You don't want to haphazardly slap characters and games on there only due to the fact that it feels like more like an advertisement and less like your channel. I like the characters that are on there, but try to mix them in a little bit. Like this guy, this little Ryu character right here, he's actually on the plane, where Sonic doesn't look like he's too much on the plane, but also the issue that he has is that he's in a 3-dimensional positioning, where these two are in 2 dimensions. This one could have gotten away with his 2-dimension, but also 3-dimension, 3-dimension, 3-dimension. Those are things you got to watch out for when you're putting this up. And also your banner is stretched out a bit. But other than that, I hope I was able to help, and thank you for sharing. Give me a second. Drinks. Ow. All right, Likeable Gaming is next. All right, so you got a little to work on. You got a little to work on. It's no problem. There's always room for improvement, my good sir. So the first thing I want to take a chat with you about is that your banner, though I like the wording on it, I don't like the second part right here. I would take these off because they're distracting way too much from this. On top of that, I can't copy them, I can't click them, I can't do anything along that line. And always remember that a good portion of your viewers come from mobile devices. So remember your phones and tablets. This would be even more of a pain in the butt because you'd have to switch between apps in order to enter it in completely. Just keep those off there and put them and just leave them here. You got them already here, except you don't have your Twitch located here, so you might want to update that. But so get this center and make it a little bigger. I kind of like the background, but what gets me is that I see this and this looks so much more developed than this does. So just something to think about when you're putting together when you go to rework your lettering placement. The next thing I want to say is I'm looking at your front page and I'm noticing I want to say you're new to this, which is great. That's fine. It's fantastic. That means and I say you're new to this only because your uploads almost match reflectively what your popular uploads would be. The first thing I'm going to say is you're going to want to switch this with this. So switch these back and forth. So put this one at the top and put this one at the bottom. And I say that because you want your uploads to be the first thing people see. Otherwise, it looks like you uploaded 5 months ago and you haven't uploaded since. According to this, you uploaded 3 weeks ago, and we're going to touch base on that as well. The next thing I want to say is when you start getting enough subscribers, definitely start putting up like playlist. I'm not sure how many, not subscribers, enough videos. Definitely start making playlists. The more videos you get, the more playlists you should have. So just something... Just private most of your videos. Okay, well, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why, but it does look like you haven't uploaded in a while. But we'll touch on that in a moment. Let's go to your about. Now, the next thing I want to mention is you got your about section here. Yeah, you should put your Twitch channel on here as well. So that's another thing you could fix up a little bit. Let's see. Description. Hi, my name is Devin, and basically I'm a bean who talks about his life. I'm 15 years old and hope to someday become a full-time YouTuber. Enjoy your stay. Schedule. I try to upload every Monday and Friday at 12 to 4 p.m. Central. Okay. Milestones. All right. So here's a really quick thing. Here, I want to see you more talk about yourself. Talk about your goals. Your goals shouldn't be, I want to be big on YouTube. That's not a great answer. What you want to be more personable. Are your goals to change how people perceive a certain thing? Is your goal to maybe share your life that other people might not be sharing? What is your actual goal? Because last thing you want to do is have it appear your only goal on here is for vanity, because vanity does not make good company. In other words, people tend to gravitate more towards selfless people, where if a person's just in it for themselves, is less likely that they are to get that help from any group of individuals because it's obvious. So I would say be more personal, be more humble when you're typing this stuff out. The next thing, I like your schedule that's on there, but I don't like the milestones, because again, that's where that vanity thing comes in. You don't want to put milestones on your channel, and I say that only due to the fact it's an old process that a lot of old tubers used to do. But then after a while, people start looking at this and go, "Oh, wait, this is what they're only here for. They're only here for those subscribers, and they could give a heck about us." And that's not true. You know that's not true. I know that's not true. So don't put things like that on your about section. Keep things about vanity. Keep things about your goals, because those are things you should keep to yourself and maybe share with other YouTubers. Yeah, I have all my old videos up from when I first started, and they're terrible bad, but I got better. But I would definitely say, yeah, don't put those type of things on there. Test Table Rocket. You're violating YouTube guidelines, but you don't have a strike. That's interesting. That is very interesting. Hey, Robiosis. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm just doing some live. Okay, well, the first thing, it's gonna be hard to join Freedom with less than 10,000 views. Test Table Rocket. That's something that all MGNs requires. You have got to have at least 10,000 views in order to be partnered. The other thing probably falls under what I sort of remember last time. Wait, no, your video tags were minimal. Yeah, as far as breaking any guidelines, I'm not seeing any guidelines. But also, it might have been an accident on their part, but they wouldn't be able to partner with anything less than 10,000 views, which I know it takes a little bit, but that perseverance does pay off. And the other thing I want to make mention of is your front page is still not set up after we talked about it last week. And that's probably something they also see when they look at your channel, because it looks like it's underdeveloped. So try to develop your channel a little bit more. That's just my helpful tidbits and hints for you, my bud. I hope that helps just a little. But going back to you, Likeable, let's take a look at your playlist. Actually, hold up. Hold the phone. Let's look at your Twitter. I said all MCNs, not MGNs. MGN's the name of this channel. All MCNs. I said that. You can listen. Well, happy birthday, Test Table. Everyone wish Test Table a birthday of happiness. All right. So you're on Discord. Awesome. Hey, what was the schedule for the channel reviews? I forgot. Wait, quick question. Were you just talking to yourself in this one? Devin the Bean. Oh, wait. So you talked to yourself. Hey, when was the channel reviews? I forgot. You talked. That's cool. That's fun. All right, so let's go back to you. We saw it's good that you're active on there, but try to use more catch words when you're posting things, and also don't forget your hashtag so people can find you a little bit easier. You didn't even mention me. It looked like you just talked to yourself. Hey, me, when's the stream? And you're like, well, I don't know, me. Let's see how long you can. I want to do that one day. Just carry on a conversation with myself on like Facebook or something like that, and someone's like, why are you talking to yourself? It's the most important conversation I'll have. Yeah. Let's go to playlist. All right, so quick thing while I'm looking at your playlist. I know you have some private videos, so that doesn't necessarily mean these have been deleted. However, the issue is you have playlists with nothing in them, and that is visible to people who are trying to see your channel. So I would either get rid of those playlists or reinstate those videos. I'm not exactly sure why you have them hidden, but either get rid of the playlist or reinstate the videos. That would be a suggestion I would give. I believe you actually, no, we already established you don't have a lot of videos that are visible, but you do have some videos. My experiences in court, out of ideas, ignore this one, Frosted. No! No, I will not, because you told me to. That's how this works. So as I'm looking at your channel, I notice you do take a while to upload. And even though you've privated a few videos, it feels like I don't know. I wouldn't private videos, honestly. I have a lot of, like I said it earlier, I have a lot of videos from when I first started YouTube, and they're terrible. They're really bad. But I'm not ashamed of them. That's the thing. I look at them and I'm like, that's what I came from. Like, if y'all want to see, here we go. I'll give you the example of what I'm talking about. We'll travel back in time. I'm going to switch myself to here. We'll travel back in time to the dawn of Frosted Fricks, and I'll show you how bad my videos were. They were pretty terrible. Let's see. Let's see if we go to my videos. Here we go. The dawn of Frosty. Yeah, these are not the greatest. Here we go. When you look at this, I want you to listen to the sound quality, the video, how comfortable I look in front of the camera. It's even when you leave, it's not good. Like, this is
Fricks here, just giving you
hear that? I'm coming from the
today.
camera.
I'm gonna be at FubukiCon today.
Yeah.
Just doing some cross promotion and what.
I'm staring at. And what's worse is I'm not even looking at the camera. I'm looking at the recording device that the camera's attached to. No, sorry. This is before I even had that. This is when I had this. I was staring at the computer monitor. I look like heck, and the audio quality, as you can hear, is terrible, and it's because it's coming from the camera, not from the microphone that I clearly have plugged in front of me.
Why not? Just figured we could throw our names out there.
The audio sync is gone.
Too. FubukiCon is
That echo, though.
located at Damon College.
I can't even remember my lines. I'm not using editing.
On 4380 Main Street.
Stammering.
Amherst,
I still do that.
New York 14226.
The lighting's terrible.
That's in Buffalo.
Look at that tracking on that camera, too. Ugh.
And if you want to come check it out, it'd be great. Here's the...
I could have just put an image. I could have just put an image on the screen. But no, I didn't want to edit.
Here's the little card they gave us. And here's that. If you want to take a look at that, I'm going to hold this here for a minute.
So lame.
All right.
So lame.
So that's FubukiCon. I'm going to head there. It's sort of like an anime/gaming convention. If you...
Okay, so that's enough. That's enough of that. That is scary bad. So just things to think about. I look at that video every now and then, and I cringe every time. And I'm like, oh, it's Baby Fricks. Oh, he doesn't know what he's doing. He's bad. The tags were bad. The thumbnail's terrible. Everything's so bad with that. But that's how I learned. I looked at my old stuff, and I always look at my old stuff and go, man, this is where I came from. Now we got this. Now we got the soundproof wall. My voice comes in magically. So, like, dirty fingernails. We clean cut here now. We got the nice shave, the nice do. I play guitar better. My microphone, it's like there's just, you learn from it. So that's what I'm trying to say. So don't private all your videos. I mean, I have maybe like 2 videos private, but that's because I use them for certain things. But the other thing I want to say is I think they are at least, I don't see them. They're probably taking a little while to reestablish themselves. But the other thing I want to say is don't take such long times off. When you take that long time off, you'll notice that you just don't, people tend to fall off on you, and you don't want that happening. People stop having interest in what you have to say, and that's not good either. Show my dirty fingers. Nah, these are clean. I keeps myself clean. And then he hits me with the intro.
today I'm going to be talking about my experiences in court. So just know that these are all minor crimes.
So, really quick, I'm not sure if you caught these before. I didn't even realize it's been that long. It's been 3 weeks, dude. But I wouldn't recommend using intros, only due to the fact that intros take away that first precious few moments that you have to do anything. With your type of gaming, I would have to say, with your type of channel, with your type of videos, I would say just get right into it. Like, leafy the heck out of this. I know you're not leafy in this case because you're not picking on any, but the same concept goes with like Scarce, where he tells stories over like gameplay. That's something I would say you would just want to jump right into. UK government petitioned about loot boxes. We need to watch that later. Absolutely. I'm still trying to get news cartridge on here. You don't want to do it.
Crimes, I guess. I wouldn't really call them crimes, but anyway, my first time ever in a courthouse wasn't for like a normal hearing. It was a diversion hearing, and what that is, it's quote unquote a form of sentence in which the criminal offender joins a rehabilitation program. Now that didn't happen. There was no rehabilitation program at all.
So
it was like,
nope. I wouldn't just show a little bit then slap with an intro. I just would not do that. I don't tease me with a cake and then shove it in my face. That's what I feel like that is. You get that tease, you get that like that Thanksgiving waft comes into the room, then someone comes up to you with that wonderful turkey and shows it to you and then drops it on the ground and looks at you like, what are you gonna do about it? And so you don't want to hit them with that because it's so mean. I would not do that. The only times intros are, I would say, acceptable is when you're like a news reporting channel or anything along that line. Hi, Jam.
hey,
Now I do like your storytelling style. The only thing I'm hearing is I'm going to ask you a quick question, and that is, are you currently using a headset while you're talking? And I say that because I can hear the pops from a person who has a headset and it's hanging out right in front of their mouth. And if that's the case, I will force feed you that cake. If that's the case, I will move the headset to about here. So to give you an example, here's my headset that I never use. If it sits right here in front of me, it'll pop a lot because my voice, I breathe when I talk, like most people, because, we're human beings. But what I would recommend is I would keep the microphone about that far away from you. I know it looks dumb, but honestly, you'll get less pop, less poof going through it if that's the case. So that possibly, I knew it. But see, the problem is your microphone's right here, so everything you're saying, you're just getting that breath of air every time you exhale or pronounce P's or Q's or T's or S's, and it's just gonna poof into the microphone. So keep it low. Keep it about that far away from your mouth. It's still going to pick you up. Most of these mics are actually pretty good, but keep it at chin level too. Don't put it at mouth level because it's still going to catch the poofs. Keep it at chin level because that way it won't catch it. Or you keep it higher up here so it won't catch any breath because your nose will be blowing down, your mouth's blowing down. So just things to think about. You don't breathe, period. I don't breathe when I talk. Breathing's for losers. The other thing I want to say is I get the feeling you're trying to tell the story while playing the game. If not, I feel like you're trying to tell the story on the fly without scripting yourself. So with these type of things, I would definitely either stick to a script or stick to something along that line that has like very important bullet points. Scripts, I would say in these particular cases would probably do you best. I know they're a pain in the butt to write. I mean, trust me, I write a few scripts a week, and read them and do a lot of things. So trust me, I totally understand about scripts, but I would definitely try to script yourself for these type of things. That way, you don't have those ums and uhs in there, and those moments where you're trying to recollect your thoughts as to what is and isn't a thing. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. The next thing I want to talk to you about is your tags here. Give me a second here. I just need. Came in first. Man, I almost came in first once. So close. You script all your videos? Okay, so either you're trying to remember your script during the you skipped all your videos, lol. Okay, I'm about to say either you're trying to remember what your script is and you're not looking down and just reading it, or you're forgetting what words are. But let's see. No cussing, family-friendly court. Yeah, you definitely always want to be careful using music from other places that claim it's free music. You know how many free music places are on YouTube? You know how many of them I've gotten claims from because they're free? So I just would not do that. I script the ums. Court of Law, Truancy, Minnesota, Admit v. Denny, Diversion, Hearing, Probation, Community Service, Stories. Okay, so I forgot the actual name of these types of gaming story things, and yes, there's a lot of iDubbbz on my side. I've been binging iDubbbz for some reason, but I would be more specific of what you're talking about. You're talking about certain laws. You got Court of Law, which is okay, I guess, but court probably not so much. But you could say things like, my experiences in court would be one of them. Court rules in such and such favor. Court finds this. Court, what am I trying to say? I went to court and they made me this. My court hearing gave me this as the ultimatum. You know, those type of things. Just stretch it out a little bit. Don't use single solitary words because they actually just don't work too well. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I'm pretty sure there's enough information in there that you could share on there as well. Because you also kind of gave the definition of a certain matter that of a certain like judgment they gave. The judge ruled in favor of this, or judge said I had to do this. So tags like that are what make the video itself searchable. Then you go with my experiences in court. Not sure like if you could stretch that out. Like I don't want you to like you never want to give too much information only due to the fact you don't want to know how you don't want to delegitimize yourself as an individual. But you also don't want to like I don't know. This one's a tough one to title. There is an audience for story time while gaming. There's plenty of that. Trust me. There's actually people who do like news reporting while gaming, and they do a pretty damn good job at it. So like there is a niche for it, especially if you're on top of like current events. And the more current and sort of like drama filled some are, people seem to gravitate a little bit closer to. Hey, Toothless. So let's take a look at your description. Court equals fun. Okay, so you need a bigger description than that. Explain what's going on in this video. I need to know more about this court case. Tell us what happened. Why did you go to court? These are things you should discuss within the description. I know you said you're going to think, well, it gives away. Don't give away everything. Just tell us a little bit more information. If you say court equals fun, it doesn't actually show up as a search result if someone was to type it into like a YouTube search engine. The more information you type, the better it is for you at the end. So keep that in mind. So I want to see more in the case of your description. It's got to have more meat to it. You need more in the description. So, my final thing to say there. I'm going to give you my final summation for today. All right? So, you want to put your uploads over your popular uploads. Your uploads are going to be your most recent thing. I want to see more content. You got to start uploading a lot more. Don't post things that would be considered vanity in your about section. I like that you I like that you post your schedule, but you didn't yet. According to what I've been reading, you haven't kept to your schedule. Not for a while. And I like the style of gaming and news that you have. It's really good. I just feel like you could stretch it out a little bit more as far as the metadata goes. So fill out your descriptions a lot more. Fill out your tags more meaty and more specific to the video. And that... Watch your pro vanity. Ah, boo. Ha, boo. So that's it. Those are my recommendations. As far as your thumbnails go, they're interesting. I know they're just regular, just whatever thumbnails, but they're actually not too bad. They're actually pretty all right. Especially if you're I know they're just random clips and images you found off the internet. So if there's any way you could maybe stretch them, like put something else on them to sort of give a little bit of a transference, like it's that you did something, because last thing you want to do is have any of these like copyrighted and someone comes right in and goes, hey, that's mine, and you're not allowed to use it. And what happens after that is you get a copyright strike, and it's or a DMCA, and then the video gets struck down. So yeah, I would stay away from just picking whatever image, but it needs to have some form of change. A lot of the images you'll see on like my own personal channel, I'll show you in a second, are actually combinations of certain things, except for the last few videos. But like this one right here, this image is actually a combination of 3 images. The first one being the image of the game, which I took right from the website. Then the second one is this cop character. I actually just clipped him from the background of something else and pasted him in there, then then sort of blended my face into it so it matched a little bit better. So just things to think about. Like this one, even same concept. This was actually a clip from the game while I was playing it, and this is from a old movie from like the 1960s or 70s, literally called The Errand Boy. I think it's 70s. I think it's either the 70s or the 80s, but it was literally called The Errand Boy, and I clipped the picture and just slapped my face on it. Just a little bit of a change. So those are my recommendations, good sir. That way you don't get in trouble if anyone comes up to you and goes, hey, oh, that's my picture of a mallet and gavel. Gavel and pestle? It's a gavel. What the hell's this called? Look it up. Someone look that up for me. But those are my recommendations. Thank you for sharing with us. It's always really cool to go over people's stuff. King Josh, you have a wonderful night. You have work experience tomorrow. Have a good night, dude. All right. So, that being said, it's Mesk. Mesk is next. All right, so quickly while I look at your channel, I want to give you your props and your negatives. First prop. Yo, dog, that is a cool banner. That is a very cool banner. Props to you. Dope AF. No problem, Likeable Gaming. I hope it really helped you out. But Mesk banner, dope AF. It's good. It's awesome. But here's the con. You got 2 sections for your popular uploads, and I'm not sure how you did that because they only allow you 1. So you're going to want to put just uploads at the top. So whatever your current uploads are, you want them at the top, because according to this, you haven't uploaded in 7 months. That's definitely something I would recommend getting on top of. As far as that goes, put some individual playlists on your front, but also I want to make mention is that the created playlist section right here features other people's content. So be careful with that. You don't want other people's content on your channel. You definitely don't, because if I were to click on this, it would bring me to whatever channel that belongs to, and thusly away from your channel. So try to keep stuff like that privated. I know all my liked videos, as far as I know, are privated to the general public because I like some really dumb things sometimes. So I know the truth. I do like dumb things. I've been told the stuff I like is dumb. So I understand. I'm a man. I can take it. Don't have many videos. That's not a problem. We're gonna fix that. You're gonna fix that. That's why you're here, because you're gonna fix that. But let's talk about this.
Ahem. Hey guys, it's Mesk here, and I'm a teenager from Canada who likes to make YouTube videos. What kind of videos? Gaming videos, and speed arts or GFX I made or make. Sometimes I live stream stuff, and ones I get it's once ONC once ONCE. You removed that playlist. It's weird. It's still showing up. Well, anyways, once I get OBS working 110% of the time, I will stream more often. I hope you will take a look at my YouTube channel. Some other things about me is I hope you would take a look at my new YouTube channel, period. Some other things about me is I try my hardest to not cuss or swear in my videos, and they should be safe for all ages. Granted that you can watch a game with a bit of blood and violence in it. Good. I hope that describes my awesome YouTube channel to you. Yes, you, comma, reading this right now, and that you would take your time to take a look at my channel. Oh, wait, and one more thing. Here's a few links on how you could contact me. List goes from most active to least active. Okay, so there's I'm gonna kill you for your English. No, I'm joking. But there are ways to fix that. The big one I'm gonna always recommend is, like, I do recommend utilizing Grammarly. It definitely helps with sentence structures and like misspelled words and everything like that. I use Grammarly myself. I'm not sponsored by Grammarly, but much like how Matt Pat wants to get sponsored by Diet Coke, I want to get sponsored by Grammarly one day. That'd be great. Grammarly? Just saying. But the next thing I want to talk about is you got some run-on sentences. You got some misplaced sentences as well. Hashtag Grammarly needs to sponsor Frosted Fricks. There you go. But I hope you will take a look at my YouTube channel. That statement right there in the middle of everything just seems so out of place, because we're already looking at your YouTube channel. Good. Keep Grammarly. It will be your best friend. Let's see. Let's check. I don't know what an e-bonus is, so I'm going to stay away from it just to stay safe. Because you got to remember, I'm streaming on MGN right now, not my own channel. Okay, so one thing, your Twitter doesn't connect. Not exactly sure why, but it's not there. And your Instagram, when you type Google into Google Chrome search bar, I've done that. Totally not like Google. Hey, I know this guy. But let's see, like my screen, follow. And I like it. That's good. You're getting some good interaction. And you uploaded that only 2 hours ago. Like Micah totally follows me around. I never made my description. You never remade your description. I noticed. Micah follows me on Instagram closely. Brilliant, by the way. This is brilliant. I'm not sure how that stops the wheel from actually spinning, though. Like, if that wheel catches any part of that metal, it's just going to right out from underneath it. Anyways, that's just me nitpicking. I'm sorry, sir, but it looks like your wife got run over by a truck. I know, but she has great personality. LOL. What? But at least you're active on Instagram. People like seeing this stuff. I mean, like, it shows that you have a sense of humor. But let's take a look at your so just fix up your about section a bit more. I've been actually thinking, I don't closely follow you. I remember one day you liked every single one of my Instagram posts ever. Let's take a look at your playlist. See, now your playlists are a little shallowed out. Memes for days, and I'm okay with memes. I love memes. You send me a good meme, it makes me laugh. That makes my day. I like good memes. So get more playlists with your own stuff. Ebonus was an old sponsor you had. Okay. Well, you're still connected to them. So, you said you deleted a lot of your videos, and I don't know why you did that. We talked about this. Don't delete your videos. But the one thing I want to make mention is you haven't uploaded in a month, dude. Where have you been? What you been doing? I feel like you stopped. Don't quit. You're just beginning. We've done this before. We've done all the song and dance. You can't quit on us. You can't quit on me. But how to reset your password on Discord for PC, Mac, and iOS. And so that's actually a good title, and I feel that it works, but I'm not exactly sure what your channel. Don't say school. That's everyone's excuse. Gosh. And I say that because a lot of people actually use school as their scapegoat for not being able to create great content. Now and I hate putting this out there, but let me tell you the life. Though school's absolutely important, but let me tell you the life of Frosted. Let me take you back once upon a time ago. In a galaxy far, far away, Frosted was part of another YouTube channel at one point in time that you'll never find that involved me playing games there as well. But I was also in college. And college is a very demanding. You got banned from your computer if you don't do your work. Well, then do your work. That's how it works. So let me explain. Let's jump to the present right now. I currently have Frosted Fricks, my own channel. I also have Shinacular, which is another channel of mine, which I need to upload on because I haven't uploaded on there in like 3 weeks. But that's not a focus channel. My other thing is I also have MGN that I'm now trying to fix and get running up again. I also do the Freedom live streams. That's just YouTube. After that, I have my own voice acting career I have to look after. I work at 2 other jobs, and I do other side things here and there. You know how much sleep I get a day? About 4 to 5 hours. What I'm trying to say is, if you want it bad enough, you're going to make time for it. Yeah, so like I work my butt off. I really do. That I'm on a lot of things and I'm doing a lot of different things. You need some help? What do you need help with? So just to say, like, if you want it bad enough, you're gonna make it work, my man. So what you do is you go to school, get your homework done, have some sleep. What's that? That's that mystical thing that people always talk about, and I'm pretty sure a wizard invented it, because there's no way that exists. But anyways, how are the thumbnails? That's a good question. I do like the Discord one, but I kind of feel like it doesn't really show me much about Discord. Even if you just had the icon of Discord in there, that might help a little bit. But right now, it looks like you're about to play some sort of zombie game, I'm being honest. I do like the Rise Son of Rome thumbnail. Though the 720 headshot one could use some love, and I do like congratulations, Mech's first COD edit. That's a good one too. I do like certain thumbnails, but like I do like the how to reset your password, but it just seems like it seems a little out of place because it doesn't quite make sense. It's like if I did the how to set up your OBS thing, and like I'm just sitting in front of a screen, and like it's like me showing off the OBS thing, but I have blood all over my face, and I'm covered in dirt and grime, and I'm holding someone's head. How to learn OBS? just things to think about. My accent. I have an accent? What? What would that be? Other than the fact I talk obnoxiously fast when I want to. I actually slow...
Believe it or not, folks, I slow myself down when I'm talking to you. If you watch any of my videos, you'll notice that I speed up. I have a tendency to speed up a lot when I'm reading something, and that's just because of what I do. Go ahead, hit me with that intro. You know I got a headache, and you're gonna attack me maliciously with that intro. Why do you hate me? Why do you hate me?
Video PRYZ and 50 shots are saying there's no forgot password on Discord. So right here, I'm sorry if I'm a bit quiet in this background noise because that dehumidifier is going off because kind of want that running or breathing gets a bit weird in my basement.
Why do you hate me?
There's just like a lot of liquid, it seems. I don't know how to describe it, but you probably know what that means.
It's a dehumidifier. It's got to get rid of the liquid
1110, I don't really care, but
out of the air.
Right here, there's a forgot password. I don't know if this is on Android and iOS, but I'll try to get
You normally talk pretty fast too?
But it should be there.
Probably.
Oh yeah, you gotta type your email in.
We do New York fast here. One thing I definitely want to mention is try to script yourself a bit more. I could see that, like, what you should do is do the whole thing. Well, no, what you should do is script yourself and then record your screen with you following your own steps as you listen to your recording. You talk fast. A lot of people say they talk fast, but there's New York fast, and I mess up when I'm recording. That's where the beauty of looking into like just editing comes into play.
First, I've never used the forgot password on Discord, so because I've never forgot my Discord password, but if you click forgot password, it'll send instructions to change your password to your email, whatever email you have connected to your Discord. But you see, you just click this button here, and you'll be sent to a redirect. Firefox is
I'm surprised people don't know how to do this.
preventing it, but what if you have Google Chrome or like Microsoft Edge and they're preventing it? Just allow it to go through so you can connect to the site.
Also, good job on tags. Your tags are actually not too bad.
It will load up.
Except the fact you have Skype in there, that makes no sense to me, or TeamSpeak, or no copyright sounds. Yeah.
These plugins
Your first time using Adobe Premiere.
here, like, kind of make Firefox page.
Well, that's why I said record your audio first, and then just record yourself following your instructions. Just move your mouse with the audio. So that way there shouldn't be an issue with you trying to do it at the same time. Because what happens is while you're doing it, you'll stop and try to click something, and I could hear you physically clicking and trying to show people. And when it doesn't work, you kind of pause there. You're like, this is bothering me. I could feel it rubbing up against the back of my head. Your music's from NCS. I always warn people about those places. But I can almost guarantee that a lot of places, even though they say no copyright sounds or music, it definitely is. What's the waiting list now? Truthfully is the next person. So let's talk about your Discord. Hello guys, one of my other videos about Discord, 2 guys asked how you change your password on Discord. So here's how you do it. Short, sweet, to the point. Excellent job. My Discord server, if you never use Discord or you want to know what it is, it's time to ditch Skype and TeamSpeak, all in one voice and text chat for gamers. It's free. You know, like I do like Discord for the fact that it's good for gaming. The only thing I don't like Discord about is, what was the issue that I hate? I wasn't a big fan of it. I don't like Discord because of the lack of video, but they're fixing that now. You can now do like community chat with video on there. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm really curious on how or what to do there. Don't be triggered.
All right. Fake. Don't forget to respond to all the people. Oh, wait. And also get rid of this clown. Yeah, get rid of that guy. Don't let people say subscribe to my channel on your stuff. Beat him up. Okay, but I don't receive anything in my email. The email is right, and I checked the mail spam and inbox. And he never responded after that. You caught him. But try to respond to everybody. Hello, dude. Wonder if you could fix me an intro. Then you snap their neck and say intros are bad. And slowly let them fall to the ground. Hello, dude. Amnimic, and I didn't get Discord video call, so I hacked it. LOL. And you're giving good advice back. Thanks. All right, so you talked to most of them, which is great. But hey, bro, I saw your comment. Someone's post about collaboration. We make similar types of video. I also make GFX and hook me up. So this guy wants to collab. Disliked report. No, you'll never get me to like intros. Ever, ever, never, ever. Ever, never, ever, ever, never, never, ever, ever will like intros. There's, as I said, there's very few intros that I don't mind or enjoy. But on gaming channels, no. Absolutely not. Because if I'm here for a how-to, I don't want my brain being fried with intros. I want to know what I need to know. And right now I need to know how to get my Discord password. So things you got to think about when you're putting stuff together, all right? All right. Great job on tags and great job on description. But I think your issue that you're running into now is you haven't uploaded in, like, we're going to say a century as far as YouTube goes. You disappear for 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. Well, 3 years, you I don't know how you're still around. But it doesn't look too good for you. So you don't want to disappear for so long. Get back on that saddle. Don't let school get in your way. Just work on your stuff, get it done, and that way you'll have free time. Cause I'm pretty sure you don't work on that stuff. You have these wonderful things that a lot of school people have, and that's called a weekend. So utilize like a day of that weekend to make some content for yourself. And if OBS doesn't broke, if the OBS done went and broke, delete it and put it back on your computer. It's the best thing you could get. Cause I got OBS 20.0.1 and they just updated the updated again. And also I haven't sure if you guys haven't noticed this yet, but my computer hasn't crashed in a while. Knock on wood, just making sure that's where that is. But I would have to say your biggest challenge right now is just your lack of uploads, dude. You need to get those uploads back on the wagon. I'm not sure what the issue is you're running with OBS. Are you trying to run Classic or are you trying to run Studio? That would be a question I would have to ask. But other than that, you just need to get back on the saddle, dude. Without that, your channel will slowly start dissipating because you have nothing to give back. Your CPU's dying? Yeah, I know the feels. Thanks. My computer hasn't crashed in a while. I can stand still really okay. But those are my recommendations, dude. And I hope they help. And I hope to see more of you. It's been a while. Dude. All right. So you said H.265 for me? That's weird. What? You mean H.264? That's strange.
But anyways, the next question I have is, Truthify, are you here? Truthify. Oh, Truthify, are you here? H.264 doesn't work. That's weird. Everything I do is like all my videos on YouTube are H.264. I've never done H.265 because I'm not familiar with it. Truthify. Truthify. Yo, you hear, dog? Roof. Truthify. Spoofify. All right. Uh-oh. And it's not like they had to wait so long either. Ah, come on. Well, come here, guitar. We're playing someone off. I know. It's not even like the list was huge or anything. Toothless, you just might. The heck was that sound? Sounded like it was garbling itself. All right, Toothless, you're getting put on a spot now. If you think you're ready for this, you ain't ready. He ain't ready. Let's see. Man, I feel like it's been a while since I looked at your channel. I actually do miss it. Probably got to go to bed. It's 10 p.m. for me. Where the heck are you located? Are you located in Central Atlantic? Where would that be located? You're like located. You're Canada. You're Canada. Hold on. Don't correct me. Your Atlantic time closer towards. So you're 1+ hour in front of me. So that puts you almost in Quebec. Maybe. Are you in Quebec? I feel like you'd be up in the more northern part of Canada, towards the water. New Brunswick. Dang. I know, Toothless, and you were so nice to play with us, and I dragged you down like a loser I am. Toothless, I remember last time we and you haven't been on in a while either. I was gonna play some Overwatch probably after this. He has more subscribers than me. How does that make me feel? Meh. I know. I remember. You carried the heck out of us, even though we just kept losing. We dragged you out. We were dragging you down from what was it? You were at platinum or something like that. And here's my little gold happy self. And we just kept losing. It was I feel like it was my fault, even though, yeah, no, we're just gonna blame it all on me. But thank you for humoring us with your presence. I suck so bad. And then you got ridiculed for playing with us, too, by other people who sucked worse. But anyways, let's talk about your channel. No, he didn't make the game Garden Warfare. You did the legendary one? How did you manage to do that without having everyone around you die? That's always my issue. Everyone dies. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. Quick thing while I'm looking at this. Where's your uploads? It's the one thing I'm noticing and I'm not seeing is I don't see your uploads. Where they be? Where you? Why aren't those on your front page? Yo, Demkeys, this dude, Toothless here was playing with us, and these dudes were straight giving him sass for playing with low-level noobs. They're like, why are you playing with this guy? These guys, they're such losers. All they're gonna do is drag you down. And he's like a champ he is. He goes, 'cause I want to. It's the deal, yo. But anyways. Yeah, people suck. Yeah, but I want to see like an upload section. That way it's like it's not too hard to find that you see that you're active. Cuz this, I mean, like, yeah, this says you uploaded a day ago, but I'm just saying. But you definitely do get yourself a fair amount of views, which is awesome. And good for you, dude. Seriously. Like even your most recent one, you got 1,199 views. Man, I'd be happy to get 10% of my view rate on my channel. I don't, but I mean, no, you got yourself a niche that a lot of people like. Apparently, you think, yeah, it does look like good organization. I don't know. I'm sort of a picky person with the upload section. Only because that way is like, if I was a new visitor, I'd be like, oh, he's got all these things he's uploading. But that's just me being me, and yeah, you do you. That's how it works. But oh wait, did I say anything? Yeah, I mentioned this before. Your name's Toothless, but it just says Garden Warfare up here. But you do more than just Garden Warfare. I know you do, because I saw the Overwatch stuff on there. 100% walkthrough, kid-friendly gaming, no commentary, gameplay guides, game trailers, game movies. Current walkthroughs updated on October 17th. It's October 27th. I know what I'm saying. In progress. Plants vs. Zombie, Garden Warfare 2, Overwatch, Fallout, New Vegas, Plants vs. Zombies 2. It's about time. The Sims 4, The Force, Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist, Skylanders, Spyro's Adventures, Lego Star Wars. Well, thank you very much, Toothless. Street Fighter coming soon. Okay, I want to know more about you here. That's the one thing I want to say. For a person from New Zealand who has such a cool channel, you don't really tell us about you. I wanna know more about you here. What got you into doing this? I'm glad you explained that you're family friendly. You do all that other fun jazz, but I want to know more about you. What can you tell me about you? What made you start this channel? What is your background? Why do you have to be so mysterious? Tell us about you. This is empty. Let's see. From New Zealand, let's check your Twitter. Gonna totally check your Twitter. Did you do this? Why are you mocking me, boy? No. Let's see. Twitter. All right. Cameron Toothless. All right. Anonymous. Been trying to do legendary Junkenstein's Revenge for the last 7 hours. I'm going insane for dying the end over and over. My God, you don't even get me started. It's hard to get people to live past the 12th wave on the Endless. It always drives me crazy. Bank. It's about the game. Okay, but I want to know more. That's pretty much what it is here. I want to know more about you. But I think you could be more active. But I mean, you were doing pretty good for a couple days in a row, and then you stopped being so active. But the other issue is don't let YouTube just post for you, because they do these really lame junky posts. You have the spray. Yo, straight up though, on Endless mode, Torbjorn a straight beast in that one. Like, you'd be stupid not to have a Torbjorn on your team. You need a Torb on that team. He is like, if you get a team of Torbs, if that was something you could do, that would be awesome. Like a team of Torbs with one healer, that would make it like the day. But you can't team Torb. That would have been interesting. But I want to say definitely. I want to see you use a little bit more of this, and don't let YouTube just post it for you, because YouTube does a shitey job posting. It's not good. Let's take a look at your playlist, which I know you're already fine. Oh, gee, what did I expect? A terrible playlist? No, you're doing great. I'm thinking this. I feel like since you said this just started, I'm not gonna ridicule you on this. You know, when you check the box, it does it on its own. Oh, hold up. What is that? Why is that all privated? Why don't you like us watching Star Wars? Huh? You got a problem with me wanting to watch Star Wars? I don't see no Star Wars play. I would probably get rid of the playlist if you're not gonna, or private the playlist so people don't see that, because it kind of looks like a little eyesore. Unless, I actually don't know why you would have that there, honestly. So, either keep it there or I would get rid of it. That would be my recommendation. Coming soon. Well, yeah. I would just keep it private for right now until it does come into play. Yeah. I don't know. There's probably a better way to put that up there. Maybe as the videos are being released, add them to the playlist so that it just doesn't look like a giant playlist of nothing. Yeah, I get it. Like, I wish I had more time to do lists like this to pre-record. Check out your videos. See, I like some of your thumbnails, but I feel like for some reason your thumbnails as of late have not been so hot for some reason. Like, these right here just seem like out of your ordinary. They just seem pretty casual. So yeah, I don't know. I just don't feel like there's too much being put into the thumbnail as it stands in those. Like, I like this one, but I don't know. It's interesting. Your Garden Warfare things always look like it's a go-to thing for your channel, but I feel like for some reason you could push these thumbnails a little bit better. Like your Street Fighter V one, it's good. I like the character, but is there any way you could pop the character out and maybe emphasize him in more in the foreground, darken the background a little bit, maybe add some like text or something, like not like text, but make it pop, make it zip a little bit more. Huh. But yeah, that's just my recommendation. I feel like trying to figure out Photoshop. There's a lot of good Photoshop tutorials out there, but I wouldn't keep it so simplistic, because in a lot of cases you don't want to have an issue where they get skipped over. I don't want something like your channel getting skipped over. I don't want anyone's channel getting skipped over, but I want your channel getting skipped over because you have too basic of a thumbnail. So like this thumbnail, I could see, even though it's probably something you snagged off the actual game, I could see it being picked up by a couple other people too, and they might use it as well. So I would probably push this a little bit more, just as a recommendation. Same goes for all of these, honestly. Because I know some of these are just screenshots from the game. So we're gonna check your current one. Always gotta get your sunflowers out first. It's the cutest potato bomb ever. Sorry. I say the walnut out of all the zombies. I say the walnut out of all the plants has got to be the saddest one, only because its only purpose is to be eaten by zombies. But let's take a look at your tags. Fine, let's take a look at the description. Plants vs. Zombies 2. It's about time gameplay. It's about time gameplay. Walk through Egypt level 14 guide tutorial strategy. Snow pea, power lily, squash, torchwood, jalapeno, imitator, starfruit, hypnoshroom, peanut, chopper, homing thistle, ghost pepper, sweet potato, snap fling, hurricane, fire, pea shooter, dandelion, lava, guava, toadstool, starburst, cactus, electric blueberry, jack-o'-lantern, grape shot, cold snapdragon, shrinking violet, blooming heart, escape route. Okay, maybe talk a little bit more. Maybe explain the strat. That would help. In the description, is there a way you could explain the strategy at all? And the other question I got is, what is with this floating box of Hefty? I don't get what they're advertising here, but I mean, with the floating box of Hefty, it just doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, we get it. You got garbage bags, whoopee-doo, but why would it just be floating around? Shouldn't someone be holding it? So dumb. But maybe explain the strategy here in the description. Kind of give people who read something to look at. Because if I was watching this, I wouldn't really like. I get it, but I wouldn't get enough information out of it. Because there's some people who are readers, and there's some people who are watchers. I watch, so I see your strategy here. But I also like to read. But there's some people who read, so that would extend out your description a little bit more. So when you're doing these type of games, put out your strategy, and also maybe push the thumbnail a little bit harder, because it's just a chessboard pattern that's on there. Yeah, I know, it's just a floating box of Hefty. I mean, like, as I said, you would think someone who should be holding it, but nope. They just put a floating box of Hefty in there, and it just says, Hefty Ultra Strong. Like, one of those dumb is when they have Rob Schneider talking to nobody in those stupid commercials. Have you seen that? Where he's like, in there, and he's like, oh, I bet you think you're cool, and he's just this floating box of Hefty talking back, and I don't understand them at all. But let's see. Subscribe, second channel, Twitch, Twitter. That's cool. You got all that filled out. But I guess the best way you could push this a little bit more is just put more into the description. And you get a like because we dab on haters. People started saying that in my chat, and I really don't know where it came from. But that is the thing. So I hope what little help I could offer, because you do have a successful channel. There are some ways to push this a little bit further. The thumbnail, I believe the thumbnails, you can more information in the description will definitely help in the long run, because I want you to be able to stick out from other people who might be playing the same games. What if they dab back? Double dab. Whoa. I don't dab. And I'm sitting down. And I gotta work around a microphone. Well, I mean, Toothless, I have a college fund that needs paying off. So if you want to send about $1 a month for the next 100 months of my life, we'll get that college tuition gone. Just but those are my recommendations, dude. I really do hope they help. And also, congrats on the channel, dude. Really good job. Yeah, $1 a month. Share the love. All right, guys. You've been... so that I believe, since there is no one else on the list, will finish off the night. I hope we had good likes put onto this. Yes, we did. If we haven't liked this video already, keep the likes coming. Thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you, Toothless, for joining with us today. What's that extension on the right side? Oh, you're talking about this when I'm like looking at a video? Ah, okay. Or, you know, I didn't need ears. That's fine. The extension. Dealer, you've been lurking the whole time.
if you're referring to this, it's vidIQ. That's what it is. vidIQ. And that's the extension that I'm using. I'm not sure if you could see that. Yeah, no, vidIQ is what I'm using. It's an add-on for Chrome. It actually helps out a lot. But those are my recommendations. Thank you all very much for stopping by. You guys have been great. You guys have been fantastic. And as usual, as always, my friends, stay frosty and game on. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.